Hi guys! So after 7 months of not being able to run or walk or do anything really, I finally got cleared by my doctor to do under 1K or under a half an hour, whichever comes first, running. So I thought my very first vlog, I would take you guys with me on my very first run in 7 months. Who wants to go for a run? Do you want to go for a run? Come on! Come on! Come on! I think it's funny that she didn't trust me because it's been so long. Come on. Good girl. .6 of a kilometer, but I'm just coming back from an injury. I'm not running down this hill. So, taking a break, then we're gonna continue. So, finished the run, 1 kilometer. Foot is on fire, so out of breath. But I did it. Back to running. The only break I took was that steep part with the rocks. I ain't about re-injury now. So now I'm just gonna follow along my dog as I let her play. Is that fun? Is it your favorite part? Hmm? Hi guys! So I had been planning to do my sign-off video in the car at the park or conservation area, whatever you want to call it, but as I was leaving, a police officer pulled up and basically said, you know, for everyone's safety he wanted to clear out the parking lot, which I respected, so I came home and decided to do my sign-off video and answer a couple questions that I've received through my Ask FM about my injury and my recovery. It's a good time because I basically can't move. I have an hour of icing and heating to go through as per my doctor's orders. So what happened is I developed plantar fasciitis, which is basically where your foot develops scar tissue every time that you sleep and rest it, so that every time you get up, you end up tearing that scar tissue, and it's very painful, which wouldn't have been a huge issue. A lot of people get it, a lot of people recover from it, but I broke my foot in, I want to say like April or May of last year, and I kept running on it. It was a dumb thing to do. I didn't realize how bad the injury was at first, and when I did realize how bad it was, I'd already been running on it for like a month, and I was dumb. Don't do that. If your foot is broken, stop running. And definitely follow your doctor's orders the first time, because part of why my foot is the way that it is because I ignored the fact that it was broken. I ignored the fact that my doctor told me to stop running, and I kept running, and then I ended up with 7 months of basically I'm not allowed to run, not allowed to walk, have to sit at work. The only thing I was allowed to do was ride and a little bit of lifting at the gym, which wasn't enough, as anybody who's followed me on Twitter and Tumblr for a while will know I struggled a lot emotionally with that. My recovery, as far as my eating disorders and like my health journey, it took a pretty good beating. I feel like I came out of it okay, and I mean, this is still just step one of many, many steps to get back to actually keeping running. But I'm pretty hopeful. I'm pretty excited about it, obviously. But so what happened was the plantar fasciitis, the scar tissues, just kept tearing and growing over the small bones, and I have a slight pronation in my foot, so my foot slightly rolls in, and I have a slight duck foot on that side as well. So it was just kind of like a lot of little things that I could have done better to do preventative maintenance on, and I didn't. So a lot of the other questions that I get are, what was I doing while I wasn't running? I'd like to say that I was really proactive and I did a lot of swimming and I did a lot of biking, but to be honest, at first it was really hard. I kind of holed up for a couple months. I backslid. My depression really kicked in. I kept riding, thank goodness for that, because, I mean, as much as, you know, I'm healthy and happy, yeah. Sorry, that got a little tough there. My recovery didn't go as I planned, obviously. I didn't do the things that I wanted to do because, honestly, I couldn't emotionally handle it. Every time I went to go swimming, all I could think was I'd rather be running, and the only thing that I was capable of keeping up with was my riding, and I did go to the gym at least once a week, but I mean, even when I went 2 or 3 times, I wasn't putting into it what I normally put into it. So, I mean, I backtracked. Emotionally, I backtracked. Physically, there was a lot of muscle loss. There was a lot of cardio loss. There was just a lot of loss that I'm pretty happy to be putting behind me now. The second half of my recovery, I think, went a lot better. I did start swimming more. I did start biking. I did start lifting. I actually started the Crush 60 program, which I'm going to put in the link under this video, just because it really helped me. It gave me something to focus on that wasn't the fact that I couldn't run, so very grateful for that. Yeah. Okay, so I had been planning to answer like 3 or 4 more questions, but this is actually getting quite long once I started editing the actual run and a little bit of my dog playing, because Topaz is amazing and everybody wants to see her, let's be honest. So I'm just going to say goodnight and thank you guys for watching. Oh, and very lastly, you can follow me on Athletic Equestrian. I have Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube now, Ask FM, and I think that's it, yeah. So Athletic Eq, Athletic EQ, however you want to say it, however you want to do it, follow along. Thanks, guys.